Hello and welcome to this video where it is all about me, and it's called Hello and welcome to another video today where I open up a box that somebody has sent to me to find out what's inside. And it's a substantial box. I'm supposed to do an unboxing video. That bit's open. What is the obsession with watching somebody unbox something? Not the obsession with that, but why do these companies want you to unbox it in the first place? Why are they so bothered about that? Oh, right. Well, it's probably a bit heavy just to pick up here like this. I need to tip it onto its side ever so slightly. Gravity! Come on, gravity, help me out here. Gravity! I'm doing this part from slightly further away so you can see the unsliding of the box. Why not just flip it around and use the other side of the camera where you can pinch it in and you get like a really big wide angle view? Well, the reason is that you can only really unbox something once. If somebody should just phone me, it would switch it off and there'd be no video. And here we have a manual for the diesel air car parking heater. And then we have, a box for the top and some polystyrene. Maybe I should make this look a bit more professional. Put that there, take this bit of polystyrene off and simply fling it over there. Take this bit of polystyrene off and simply fling it over there. If you go that way, I'd say it goes this way, because there's the top and there's the hole to put the diesel in. Does it smell of diesel? No, it doesn't. That means it's got no diesel in it, which is a real pity, because that means I've got to go and buy some. Although, could you imagine diesel being sent in? Just get on there. Fabulous. What a great thing to have sent. So I might have a look through the instructions if it's necessary. I won't be able to do anything at the moment because I haven't got my reading glasses. Let's find out what's in this one. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, indeed. Yes. When I was asked about this, whether I would like to try it, I said yes. We're close coming to the time of year where it's going to be really, really rather uncomfortable in here, in this cold lockup, which is incidentally dark at the moment as well. After the last dash cam video I did, which received very, very little views, I kind of said, I don't think I'll bother doing any more reviews, not for video anyway, but this is just a bit more useful to me. And in the email, whoever it was I was speaking to said, okay, great, we'll send you a script. And guess what? I'm not working from anybody's script. That. I mean, really, why would you ask anyone to go buy a script if you've sent them a product for them to review? Surely you're interested in what they actually think of it. And rather than saying, oh yeah, I'll go along, I'll do the script, to just say, no, you've come to me telling me how much you like my style. You know what you're going to get. So, due to the amount of gubbins we have in this box here, including a bit of exhaust, a bit of pipe, bits of wiring, I had best go and retrieve that manual that I flicked away thinking I wouldn't need it. Because it's obviously going to be a bit more complicated than I first thought. I think one of the reasons why I thought it would be quite simple and uncomplicated is down to its... What is the word? What is the word? What is the word I'm trying to think of? Whatever the case, my thoughts are, if you're going to use a diesel heater in your car rather than just the engine and the blowers, then it must be very, very trickly. Like just something you can leave on all night. Something you can leave on all night, won't stink the place out and won't get you too hot. So, obviously I'm not really expecting too much from this. Naturally, I'm expecting the instructions to be a whole load of things like telling you not to hook the battery up to your tongue, or any of the other things that you'd imagine that you would stop doing before you'd learn to read the instruction manual in the first place. Do not use the heater in an enclosed or unventilated place. What, like a car? Maybe not like a car. Yeah, if you use it in your car, you must have the window open. But then all the heat will escape. It's quite a comprehensive instruction manual. Great for if you like reading instruction manuals, but if you don't, like most people don't, you're going to find yourself skipping bits here and there, which is why it's very... Oh, leg man. As I reconstruct the contents of this box, temporarily, just for the moment, I'm going to remark upon how I always enjoy the way these boxes are always put together in such a way that there's only one way the whole thing will fit. You know, it's ingenious. There's no way I'm going to get everything back in here. Well, actually, maybe I will. So this diesel heater couldn't really have come at a better time, because here in England land it is about 4 degrees today and it's set to stay the same. So now I'm going to install it. Excuse the mess. What we have here are a pipe, another pipe, another pipe, and an exhaust silencer, and brackets, attachments, Jubilee clips, more attachments, and more attachments. And what I've got to do is either figure out how it all cobbles together without reading the instructions, or read the instructions. By tipping the machine upside down, we can have a look underneath, and this is where we find the intake and the exhaust. But which is which? That's the question, because it doesn't say which is which here either. Well, having another scan through this, I cannot find anything about which is which. The instructions aren't very good, to be honest. To the point where I ended up looking online and finding a couple of YouTube videos, but there wasn't one specifically for this. And I don't see how you can tighten up a Jubilee clip in that gap there. But then I found this other pipe. And this pipe isn't in the installation instructions or contents or suggested there. Unusual, eh? So I've decided it's going to live here next to the coffee machine and that box. What I'm going to do next though, before I worry about this silencer or this thing, which I don't even know where that can go now, because it's, I'm going to have to make some more room. But there's nowhere else practical for this to go, we see. But what I'm going to do is just go and get some diesel and just try it like that. You know, one little chuff of diesel isn't going to do me too much harm. As you can see, it's a lovely crisp day and I'm sat here with my heating on and the heated seat. Lovely, which is rather lovely, and does take away some of the need or the urgency to mess around with this particular diesel heater. But that would not be fair. It's my duty. I owe it to you to show you how these things are done, just in case you bought one and don't know what to do with it. There we go, a lovely punnet of diesel, freshly picked from Morrison's petrol station. We're going to put some in here. There's a filter thing. It's quite a big. How many? Oh, 5 litres. 5 litres. Oh no! I'm using a green can. That's for petrol only. Someone's going to end up telling me off for using a green can rather than a black can, aren't they? Now, where's my lid? There it is. Go on. So, although this isn't fully installed, and I've got to figure out how to extend that pipe so it can go through the gap in the roof so I don't poison myself, it is ready, I think, to switch on So let's do exactly that. That's on. That's on. I can't hear any diesel engine going though. No heat, just cold air. Is it finally starting? It's taken a while. We're actually getting a bit of heat out of it. Just quite surprised by the amount of... Oh, that's the fan speed. Quite surprised by the amount of noise coming from it. Oh, the hottest bit's coming out the exhaust. But I can't see any fumes as such. Maybe it's perfectly safe just to leave inside. Well, I definitely do need to fit this silencer. Because it is quite a windy sounding thing. Whether I can just use this to extend out of the roof or not, I'm not really sure, because it's supposed to be for the intake. But I must say, it's generating quite a good bit of heat. It's cosy. I like it. I like it enough to actually give this diesel heater a name. And that name is Brian. Not Brian with a Y, I hate that. Brian with an I. So if I was to close that door, I think half an hour with that on really does make quite a difference. It's a lot better than I was expecting. It's just that the instructions are rubbish. Anyway, I shall leave a link to this particular item in the description, should you be interested in buying one. So thank you very much for sending me this diesel heater, and thank you very much for anyone who happens to be watching, or subscribing, or liking, or commenting. Bye bye. Well, this is going to be exciting. So let's start with stuff I know. Clearly, this plugs into the back of the machine, because I've seen where it plugs into, and then is connected to, I presume, a 9-volt battery. Then we have this cable here, which I don't know is for. Then we have some sort of tube. The tube, a perpendicular angled tube, which presumably is there to act as a flue to get rid of the diesel fumes out of somewhere so they can escape safely. But I don't understand why it's to be used in the car. There are a load of Jubilee clips and screws and another bracket there, which is potentially very useful. Then we have this other, what looks like almost like a silencer box, and quite possibly that is what it does, except that there appears to be nothing inside it. It's like a resonator in the boxy pot. Then we have a nice tube, which is, well, bent. Oh dear, that's actually bent. It's come out of the box with the end bent. Don't mean this bit bent, obviously that bit's bent. Then we have a plastic tube there, which looks like it's for the top of something like that. Possibly not that one. Could it be this one? I doubt it. And then we have more tubes. Okay, yes, this clearly goes onto there. Ah, right, so I guess this is one of those extendable tubes. It could be fit up in such a way where the diesel heater can be right next to you, and just this pops straight out of the roof, depending on how far the roof is. Good. And then, I must say there's more in this box than I was expecting, but they've got to cover all eventualities. Now, aha, hang on a minute, that's, why do I need that one as well? Ah, right, I see, I see. Okay, two options then, I guess. One is you plug it straight into the mains, and the other is that you will use that first thing there and connect it to a car battery. Jolly good, all appears to be quite straightforward. Thank you.